What's up guys, it's Blue Hunteds, and in today's video I'll be doing a review on Marauders. Marauders will be released in October 2022 and is currently only available on PC. I'll leave a link to the game in the description. Marauders is a survivor type game a lot like Escape from Tarkov, where you and up to 2 other players will venture out to collect the most stuff and the best stuff you can find, and then you'll have to extract without dying. The goal of the game is to get to level 40 and prestige as many times as you can. Marauders is based in the 1990s, so the weapons and gear are also from the 1990s, which gives them a pretty authentic feel. Did I tell you the game takes place in outer space? Since you'll be in outer space, you have 25 minutes to loot and extract, so use your time wisely. Before we move on, I'd like to take the time to ask you guys to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content so far. It motivates me to make more quality videos like this one. Moving on, the mechanics in the game are pretty good. Aside from the weird death animations where characters just turn into ragdolls when killed, it feels really good. I love the fact that you can lean left and right. In Marauders, you can go against AI and also against other players. The AIs aren't that hard to kill, but if you aren't careful, they will get you. One thing I don't like is how long it takes to switch between weapons. It's just really slow and will 100% get you killed in intense situations. Flying the ships is pretty easy to figure out, and the ability to have dogfights with other ships makes this game even better. One unique thing about this game are the escape pods. If your ship gets immobilized, you're able to run to the escape pod and abandon the ship. While being in the escape pod, you can just head to the exit or breach enemy ships and attempt to steal theirs. There are 6 different ships, aka Frigate types. The Rust Bucket being the first one. This is the only ship that doesn't need to be crafted, but with that makes it one of the slowest ships. It has the least amount of armor. You also aren't able to upgrade it. You're able to upgrade other ships' weapons, armors, and engines. The next ship is the Scout. It's basically an upgraded Rust Bucket. It's a little bit faster and has a little more armor, and this one can be upgraded. The next one we'll go over is the Interceptor. It's one of the fastest ships in the game. Although it's super fast, it lacks in armor, so don't try to get into too many dogfights. Next is the Heavy Frigate. This one is the exact opposite of the Interceptor. It is heavily armored but lacks speed. Next is the Vulture. This ship is perfectly balanced. It is both fast and well armored, so this is probably the one you would want to get to the most. Lastly, there's the Capital Frigate. If you see this ship, just know those players mean business. I highly recommend just staying away from that ship. All the ships but the Rust Bucket have a stash you can use to store items. This is useful if you run out of room in your inventory. Now that we know about the ships, let's learn where these ships will take us. There are currently 3 different raiding areas and 2 AI ships that can be raided. The areas able to be raided are the Mine, the Spaceport, and Terraformer. When you are raiding these areas, be sure to bring lockpicks and blowtorches because you will need them to get into the high tier loot areas. When docking one of these areas, be sure to remember what docking station you left the ship at. You'll need that when you're trying to extract. If you can't remember or are running out of oxygen, you can locate and use the escape pods. One of the ships you are able to breach is the Merchant ship. This ship is filled with security guards and contains better loot the deeper you get into the ship. The other ship is the Damaged Capital ship. This ship has a turret on top that will shoot at nearby vessels. It is guarded by commando soldiers, and the high tier loot can be found in the ship's cockpit. Sadly, you can't take the ship, so you'll have to find the escape pods to get out. You'll need to utilize the trader to be able to buy better gear. There are 3 different factions you can trade from, and they are the Central Empire, United Allies, and the Kingdom Alliance. Each faction has different items you can purchase, and you will need to complete contracts to get these factions to a higher level. There is another faction called the Pirates. You cannot trade with this faction, but you can complete their 0 to hero contracts to get them to a better standing. You will also unlock specific crafts when doing these contracts, so try and knock those out first. In order to craft things, you will need to unlock the blueprint, which will show you which items you need in order to craft that specific item. The last thing I want to go over is the customization. For the character, there are a ton of different suits and helmets you can select from. Most of them will require you to be a certain level and will cost in-game currency. Others you will have to complete contracts or kill X amount of security guards or commando soldiers. For the customizations of the weapons, you'll be able to add attachments to them just to make them better overall. There's not much for cosmetics or anything for them yet. Maybe they'll add that later. But after playing the alpha and the first beta of this game, it really had me hooked. I can't wait for the full release in October. Are you guys getting this game? Let me know in the comments. That's going to be it though for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content at all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.